Hello guys, welcome to RAMSAI IAS. In this video, we are going to solve a puzzle which was asked in 2019 CSAT. Before going to start, pause the video, read the question, understand and then continue. 6 students A, B, C, D, E and F appeared in several tests. Either C or F scores the highest. Whenever C scores the highest, then E scores the least. Whenever F scores the highest, B scores the least. In all the tests, they got different marks. D scores higher than A, but they are close competitors. A scores higher than B. C scores higher than A. Then, there will be total 3 questions based on the given data. But if you observe clearly, among all the given conditions, look at these 3. D scores higher than A, but they are close competitors. And next one is A scores higher than B. Normally, whenever the condition is like A scores higher than B, it means, for example, A is higher than B means normally there can be more people, there can be any number of people between A and B. There can be any number of people between A and B, but A should be more than B for sure. Okay. For example, A may got 90%, B got only 70%. In between A and B, there may be 4 or 5 people. I am not talking about this question, but generally, there may be many people between A and B who scores 80%, 82% or 75% like that. But this condition, D scores higher than A, but they are close competitors means D should be higher than A and there should be no person between A and D. They are close competitors means they are side by side always. There will be no other person between A and D. Okay. So, with that condition, we will continue. Let me write all the conditions at one place. Total 6 people we have and C or F scores the highest. So, 6 people, let me write the numbers here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here C or F scores the highest. So, I will put C or F in the top. So, total 2 scenarios. Whenever C got first rank, whenever F got first rank. See, when C scores the highest, E scores the least. E scores the least. And similarly, whenever F scores the highest, B scores the least. B scores the least. So, and D scores greater than A and they are close competitors. Fine. Next, A scores higher than B and C scores higher than A. C scores higher than A. Obviously, C scores higher than D, but there can be more people between C and D. We are not sure. They can be side by side as well. We are not sure. Okay. So, in this case, I will go with right side condition first, right side scenario first. See, F is the top scorer and B is the least one. And above B, A will be there based on the condition, right? So, possibility is like it can be A and obviously it should be D. And now, in this case, C can be here, E, or it can be like C, E, right? So, total 2 possibilities we have, F, E, C, D, A, B or F, C, E, D, A, B. Is there any other conditions? No. Next, in the same scenario, A can be here as well. A can be here as well. Then immediately it will be D and it should be C only above D, right? There is only one place and C must be greater than D. So, I am filling this place with C. And who we remind with? E only, na? E can be here. Let me check whether I am satisfying all the given conditions or not. If if F is the highest one, D is the least one. Perfect. D scores higher than A and they are close competitors. Yes, they are side by side only in the 2 cases. C scores higher than A. Yes, C scores higher than A. C scores higher than A. Perfect. And A scores higher than B. Right. A scores higher than B. A scores higher than B. So, in this scenario, we satisfied all the conditions. Chalo. Now, let me go with this scenario. Guys, remember whenever in puzzles, it may take some extra time while we are forming the diagram, while we are analyzing the data, but I am sure once we finish this analytics part, this analysis part, solving the 3 questions will be cakewalk for you. So the second scenario, whenever C gets the highest mark, E will be the least. Fine. Next, in this case, always remember A should be above B. So, and don't forget this one. So in this case, I can write this is B, this is A, this is D, and it can be F, C, or it can be like, wait, I'll change the color. It can be F, B, A, D. So satisfying all the conditions. If you want, you can cross check. Whenever C got the highest score, E will be the least. Yes. Next, D and A are close competitors. They are side by side only. D and A. Yes. And D is the highest one, obviously. Next, A scores higher than B. A scores higher than B. A scores higher than B. And C scores higher than A. C scores higher than A. C scores higher than A. The 2 cases, we satisfied all the conditions. Remember, in this scenario, we don't know what is the relation between A and F. So, F can be higher than A or it can be less than A. So, by satisfying the 2 conditions I mentioned here. So, total we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different scenarios which satisfy all the given conditions. So, let me solve the problem by using this one. If F stands second in the ranking, then the position of B is dash. Right. If F stands second, in which scenario we have F in the second place? This is the only possible case, no? So, in this case, if F stands second in the ranking, then what is the position of B? In this scenario, what is the rank of B? B is in 5th position. B is in 5th position. So, I can go with option C, 5th position. It's very simple, right? And the second question, with the same, we got this output, no? By using the same output, we are going to solve the second one now. If B scores the least, the rank of C will be dash. Now, in which scenario, in which case out of these 5, we got B the least. We got B least in these 3 scenarios. See, in these 3 outcomes, in these 3 cases, we got B the least score, right? B the least score. In this case, what is rank of C? That is my question. See, here rank of C, in 2 cases it is 2, in 1 case it is 3. So, my answer will be either 2 or 3. So, either 2 or 3, second or third is the correct answer. So, in one scenario, in one case, C is in 3rd place. In 2 different cases, C is in the 2nd place. Even if you don't consider the last case, by using this case alone, C can be either in 2nd place or in 3rd place. So, I will go with option D alone. Now, the third and the last question. If E is ranked 3rd, then which of the following is correct? See, E is in 3rd position. E ranks the 3rd. In how many cases we have E in the 3rd place? Let me check. 3rd place E, only 1 case, that is FCE DAB. Then which of the following is correct? E gets more marks than C. E gets more marks than C. No, not possible, because C is more than E. No, C got more than E. So, I will eliminate option A. C gets more marks than E. Yes, C gets more marks than E. So, B is right. But let me check the C and D options as well. A is ranked 4th, but 4th position is D, but not A. D is ranked 5th. 5th is A, but not D. See, very simple here. Here, D scores higher than A. In this case, A is in 4th position, D is in 5th position. How can it be possible? See, if you look at these 2 options, even if you don't know this diagram, if you don't calculate the total given conditions, still you can eliminate these 2 options easily, right? So, the only possibility is option B, C gets more marks than E.